And we're back.
Hi, everybody.
All right,
Did I kill
we are
everyone?
now just storming the base. The weird laboratory base that's still built in the ruins.
Ish.
Doesn't
Yes.
seem like a tactical thing to do, but you know,
Why not?
they had to do what they had to do. So I guess that
Yes.
I would want to say it's not because they have all that shit there. I don't know. Because again, I would want to say it's not the army of like Salazar's people or whatever. Because I feel like this all seems jury-rigged. Like, they just found the ruins and then set up base there.
It could be like.
And they have... Well, I guess it could have been built eventually.
It's true.
They're going to say, then why the hell would they have all the little lamps and stuff there? But once they took over, they were probably like, alright, we'll build this stuff here.
From what I remember,
because that symbol has always been the symbol of their people, right?
yeah. From what I remember, from what I can remember from the game is Salazar, the short guy. He was the prince here. He knew about this area. He just ran his area, the castle, and the farm, the village. Sadler was the one that came in with the T virus and said, "There's a parasite hidden here. You know it as this god or something.
Yep.
Let me uncover it, and I'll give you part of the power." So I think he was the one that brought to the military with him, and he started acting like a godlike figure. If I recall,
Salazar gave in. It wasn't like a trick thing.
yes, if I recall correctly, that's how it was. He was promised power, so like everything else, that's how it works.
So you just know this by heart.
I know what to do with it. I used to remember exactly where it needed to go and how I had pointed it, but I clearly did not.
Slightly off.
Yes. I used to set it up prior because I believe enemies come up and start fucking with me after I start doing it. I think. We'll find out soon enough.
Yep.
Yeah, and maybe not.
Maybe once you open the door.
That's possible too. Because I just remember doing it prior to even turning on the light, but I thought there was a reason for it, so maybe I'm just crazy. I don't know.
Again, the puzzles are just...
So asinine.
Well, it's just... What is the advantage? Like, again, I understand the mansion.
The mansion, yeah.
And I'll understand the castle. So like, it's a castle. It's going to have traps. I understand the mansion because, like you said, the guy...
was crazy. He was paranoid as shit. Yeah. Any game besides the mansion and like fucking this city. This city confused the fuck out of me. I'm like, how did this get past? Because there was like puzzles inside the police station, and I'm like, how did this get past detectives and cops? Like no, someone would have figured this out some way.
All right. So who was the guy that owned the mansion originally?
Spencer.
Spencer. That's it.
Oswald Spencer.
So why was he paranoid? What was his deal?
Just paranoid. Because he was part of the trio that discovered the original parasite, the original virus. And
How did they discover it? Was it like they stumbled upon it? Were they trying to create it?
you remember Resident Evil 5? Remember you in the caverns? They found that. They found it in the caverns. I don't remember if they were like, searching for it or what, but they discovered it that way. I think it's the mask. I can't hear or understand what you're saying. I don't even think that's Spanish anymore.
So they were just digging and they were like, hey, found something?
I can't remember why they were digging there or what they were
I thought it was like
searching
a
for.
laboratory and they were like, oh, well, we're trying to create this stuff for military purpose.
Once they found the parasite, they did start doing that. What's it called? Alexia's father, he was part of it, and he basically put up most of the money for it. Like, he was kind of the supplier.
So who's the three people? Alexia's father, Oswald Spencer,
and James Marcus from Resident Evil 0, which is just the enemy in that.
So were any of those guys inherently evil with what they were doing, or it just became evil eventually?
I would say Spencer was the most inherently evil one because Marcus, he became obsessed with parasites. I mean, not parasites, with slugs. For some reason, he was obsessed with slugs. So he was making like this perfect slug monster, which is what he became in 0.
Really?
Yeah, like, you actually don't fight. It's not ever James Marcus. You think you're fighting him, but it's not him. It's just like a parasite that kind of took over his shape. Because what happened was Wesker and William Birkin set up to have him killed because he was getting too powerful. It was, again, Spencer being paranoid, which is why when Wesker was ordered to do it to William Birkin, he knew that it was going to happen, and they were like, that's why, them being best friends, they're like, Birkin, you need to get the fuck out of here. And Birkin's like, I'm almost done. Give me more time. And that's when Spencer went above Wesker and just sent in a Hunk's task force to take him out and take the G-Virus.
What was I going to say? You do know I'm eventually going to want you to play all the Resident Evil games.
I'm down for that.
Because now I want to see... Because that's always been the interesting thing, is as much as I'm like, why would you do that? I do love watching people mutate into these, like, horrible monsters.
It is cool to see. Like,
I do want to see the giant slug monster now. That just seems entertaining.
I actually really like Zero, and since I have HD, I mean, we can run through that sometime too.
And that's the one the remake of too, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I just got it because the remake.
Oh, it's already out?
Yeah, like, I already have it. I actually have not touched it at all. No.
War boys. Right, child.
I did like that movie.
Great movie.
I heard the game was very subpar.
I heard it was just...
empty.
Yeah, it was just a sandbox game, so you just hit the all sandbox games where you're just like, well, I don't know.
GTA is one of the few exceptions for sandbox.
GTA 5 was. GTA 5 was the first... I think that was the newest one.
5, yeah.
That was the first GTA I've ever beaten that I've owned. And it was because I was intrigued into the story. To the point where, like, I was... Corey would watch me play. I was getting upset, and I was like, God, if this one person does this thing, or this person dies, I'm going to be super bummed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So, because you get the ending, I don't know if you ever played it.
No.
You get the ending where, like, they're like, alright, we'll help you, but you have to screw over one of your partners.
Oh, really? Do you have to choose?
I think so. If not, I know because it's basically, the game opens up, like, years in the past. And it's just a bank robbery gone wrong. And it's the one guy you play, he kind of like fakes his death.
Oh.
And Trevor, who was the crazy guy, like always thought, the one friend that died, he kind of like eventually finds him again. So the whole time he's like, I don't know if I can trust you, man. You screwed us before. How am I know you're not going to screw us again? But in the end, I did it to save because I loved Trevor. Trevor's basically like a super drugged out.
Yeah, I've heard all the stories about Trevor.
Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Looking at the screen, everything all right?
My one screen went black. I mean, it still looks like it's recording. I just was really confused. Go over and just make sure that time's still going on. I mean, again, it's showing me recording. Is the time still going up?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure. Because, yeah, the left screen went black.
Yeah, that's just a new feature.
It's a new feature? No, like the screen on the left, the large screen. Yeah, that went black. That's why I was very freaked out. Oh, yeah, because I maximized the screen. I didn't do that before.
Okay.
And actually, it's a lot easier to look at now.
Behind the scenes, you just got a glimpse behind the scenes.
More like they heard behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, you just heard how we record behind
you're
the
the fully
scenes.
armored motherfucker. Why aren't you dead?
He got one last shot.
Alright. Actually.
Can you shoot him in the leg?
That's not the guy I'm worried about.
Yeah, straight ahead.
That's not the guy I'm worried about.
Oh.
I don't think I hit him.
Oh, I see. It says right
Yeah,
over
he's throwing grenades. That's why I'm worried about him. At least I think that was the guy who was doing it. Someone was throwing grenades, and I don't know where he went. No. So, it's such an offshoot of the game, but I think best things that came out of Resident Evil recently, out of the new ones since 4, was mercenary modes. I played those so much, it's not even funny. Yep. 4 was my favorite. 5 was good, but it could have been a lot better. 6 was alright. Again, they added they added in so many costumes for characters I never cared about, so I always got bored.
Like, even when they had to do Ada's mode in this, I was just kind of, like, very hesitant. I'm like, I don't want to have to go through all the shit I just went through.
I mean, it's very
now,
short.
if you did it where, like, it's short, but if they did it where they were like, all right, we're going to throw in levels that you did not go through at all with Leon, that'd be better.
Did you have it for the PlayStation or for the GameCube?
Both.
Alright, because GameCube added a different mode. There's separate ways, and then there's Ada's assignment.
Yeah.
I
I think I had a GameCube. GameCube is the one I beat, I think.
Alright, because on the PlayStation had the extra mode, and it wasn't just like a kind of a replay of levels, it actually showed what happened during Ada's time.
Maybe it's PS4, the PS2.
No, it does. I know it for sure.
I know, I think I had it for both eventually. I think I did rebuy the PlayStation remake.
I didn't have a GameCube at the original point, so I got really sad. That
Originally came out on GameCube, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, it was the PS2 I had it for.
I'm gonna die here.
I mean, with that attitude, why not heal?
I could. I just really wanted to know where that guy was.
He's above, throwing shit at you.
Yep, too close to me. I was hoping that it would be a little...
You still got it, you still got it.
I know, I just want to see what's going on with these guys.
They're just coming at you. He's dead.
Who's still alive?
Uh-oh. The heal.
Nah.
I got this!
Still have one red and green left.
Make it count. Red light, green light.
I'm out of handgun bullets. It's kind of shocking to me.
That was a Mission Impossible reference.
No one watches Mission Impossible.
A lot of people do.
No one watches Mission Impossible.
A lot of people do.
No one watches Mission Impossible.
A lot of people do.
Nah. I know we've had this conversation plenty of times.
I think we have. Your weird hatred for Tom Cruise.
I really don't know why I hate him so much, but I really do.
That's fine. Everyone knows that guy.
Where? Oh, you motherfucker. You're just right behind me.
Stealth raised to 97. I will say that's my favorite thing of setting off on stealth for Fallout 4, is I can set my own traps and then not have to worry about running over them.
That is nice.
So there will be times where I'll be like, oh, I think they're going to start drawing my way. So I
just
throw down mines, and then I'll just hide down a corner. Ugh! Alright, I'll just...
That's how you feel, I guess. Oh, fuck me. Jesus Christ. What is with all the fucking...
Oh, you still got it. You still got dynamite.
Blow me up. Blow me up. Or not.
Just asking for death.
What?
Floyd Lawton over here.
Fucking motherfucker. And nothing, of course.
Lloyd or Floyd? I think it's Floyd.
Talking about
Deadshot's real name?
Floyd.
Floyd?
Floyd.
Floyd Lawton.
Floyd Lawton. He's gonna be ruined by Will Smith.
I always love that he's like, what's your name? Deadshot. What's your real name? Floyd. Floyd Lawton.
That's another movie that's gonna be pretty terrible.
Welcome.
What, the Suicide Squad?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't plan on seeing that either. Though, did you watch the trailer that came out today for Daredevil?
I did not watch it, but I saw people freaking out about
Oh, God, it looks so good.
I know.
It's all Punisher.
What are you?
The trailer's all Punisher.
That's what I look like from what I could see.
And I'm for it, because it does look like... Alright, they're saying they're going to play him as just straight villain. Which, at this point, I'm like, yeah, it's... Because I'm like, it's from Daredevil. I was bummed at first. So I was like, oh, come on, don't make him straight villain. He's an anti-hero, blah, blah, blah.
When he starts out, he's pretty villainy.
Well, no, because he starts off trying to kill Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Jackal hired him. And he also took on Nightcrawler.
Is that old? Thank you.
I understand if he's being straight for villain, because I'm like, okay, well, this is probably from Daredevil's point of view. And he views Punisher as a villain.
Oh yeah. Nope, that's not it.
So I was like, all right, well that's fine.
That's why I see it for.
It does look good, and he does look like he's just like fucking whacked out of his gourd.
Well, I like the guy who plays him, so I'm excited to see.
I've never watched Walking Dead, so
he's one of the good points of that show, and like everyone hates him because he plays the bad guy. He plays the asshole.
I was just told watch how many times he rubs his head.
He does do that a lot in the show, but that's also because Walking Dead has little to no direction on character developments and like what they should do in between scenes.
You gave up watching that show, right? You used to watch it.
I watched the first one. The first season was great. Second season killed it. I kind of took a hiatus after the second season. I was told to come back, so I watched the third season, and it was alright, but nothing amazing. And then I think that's where I stopped. Was like everyone was like, "Oh man, third season's really getting good," and I'm like, "All right, I'll give it another try." And it's like, meh, it wasn't at there yet. And then so I gave up again, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, fourth season's really good." I'm like, "That's what you said last time. I'm not doing it again." So I gave up. I think it was the fourth season. It was.
I'm not the zombie guy.
And I am the zombie guy, so
Right.
when I say it's bad, it's bad. It's because the first season was great. It was because it was them dealing with the zombies. Second and third season was like Days of Our Lives with maybe zombies maybe every 2 episodes. And I'm like, I'm not here to see your daily problems of who fucked who or why this kid is not being listening in direction or whatever the fucking normal day drama stuff that I don't feel like watching in a zombie movie.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I feel like the only time, and I liked it because I was like, I feel like I'm part of the society going right now. Was when we did Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
When we watched it, and we missed that one season, we were just like, I'm too far gone. I'm not watching it anymore.
We got too far, yeah, and like the ending was kind of spoiled already for us because it was all over the internet, and now it's
there was
unfortunate.
just no way to dodge it.
Yeah, and we just got to the point too, and once you miss it, you're so far behind, you'll never get back up in time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like you're like, oh, we can just marathon. I'm like, oh, that is such a fucking commitment.
And like maybe like 2-3 years ago when we had a lot more time to give, we could.
Yeah.
Now it's just like, no, that's
we just
we just never did. We had all the resources for it. We could do it, but we just didn't because it's just
meat rotting. Is that what I was gonna say? It's rotting meat.
Well, you can definitely see the really bad parasites on it. Meat's rotten. There you go. You got it.
I use a fat, juicy steak right now. Oh, I forgot about that.
I thought I had to open it myself, so I kind of got shocked when you guys came pouring through. I need to get back to the save point because we need to call it a day.
Let's see. I think the only one I'm doing that with now is Flash.
I fell off Flash
which I
again.
Thoroughly enjoy still.
I never. It's not that I didn't like Flash.
Yeah.
It's kind of the whole Game of Thrones instance.
You missed a little bit.
I missed a little bit because with my old roommates we used to watch it.
There's so much filler you can skip though.
That's what I heard.
Episodes you can skip.
But like we used to watch it together, and then when they moved out, and then I moved out, and we lived in 2 different cities, it became kind of a hassle to coordinate something.
Yeah.
And then we did it for like 3 weeks, and then we just kind of like, all right, it's done. Because not only that, we watched both Flash and Arrow. So if we were just watching one episode each, that's at least 2 hours. That
I
we'd
never
have to
watched
sit down.
Arrow.
I know you
don't.
don't.
I don't ever plan on getting on that.
But that's just so much time we have to put down. So, and I want to get back into Flash, into Arrow. It's just, again, so much time I just have not put down for it, and I just can't. Like I'm gonna have to put it down when I'm working on D&D or something, just to have something background
again,
to watch it.
You can do that. It's just very small points you have to remember. That's it.
Yeah, that's what I plan to, and I should do that. I'm working on D&D enough these days that. Well, I got to the island successfully at the island, blew myself up like 10 times.
You did, and you survived.
With actually not that bad health. I still have plenty of herbs left.
Still got a lot of green.
Alright, but we'll see you guys next time. If you liked us, please like, subscribe, check us out on Facebook. Please hit me up on Twitter. I'm always talking on people, trying to meet new friends for us.
Also, give some love to our friends below in the description link. You can check out the podcast of Yesterday's Nerds. And check out the guy that does all our music at Noisilla.
But until then, we'll see you guys later.
Ta.